also interest from your part. Maintaining a constructive political dialogue, our countries are consistently pursuing a course for stepped-up cooperation in all areas, including the humanitarian one. When I met with the Speaker of Senate, Mr. Gilani, and with Mr. Sadiq, the Speaker of the National Assembly, and the esteemed President of Pakistan, we talked at length about developing our cooperation in education, culture, and other areas of humanitarian cooperation. To my mind, I think that these areas are lagging behind in comparison with our economic and business ties. At the same time, we can say that our bilateral cooperation in culture and sports is being developed, is being revived. One of the greatest poets, one of our greatest friends, wrote in Urdu, Faiz Ahmad Faiz. He translated Rasul Gamzatov's poetry, wrote about Russian great poet Alexander Pushkin, as well as about the heroic defenders of my native hero city of Leningrad. Russia and Pakistan can learn a lot from each other. They can enrich each other's cultures and open new horizons for our friendship. That's what Faiz Ahmad Faiz wrote about. We are developing our cooperation in science and education. We can notice progress in the bilateral agenda in the field of higher education, the recognition of diplomas and academic degrees. Friendly ties are being established between young people. We're glad that the Pakistani delegation has taken part in the World Youth Festival in the city of Sochi. More and more Russians are showing interest in Pakistan. I would like to note that the recent abolition of the visa fee by your country should have a positive effect on the tourist flow, including from Russia. And of course, the agenda includes opening direct flights between our countries and between our cities, which will give even more impetus to our tourist exchange. It has a very considerable economic significance and a very important human dimension. It strengthens our friendship and helps our citizens to learn more about history and culture of each other. The Federation Council, our relevant committees, advisory and expert bodies pay great attention to the topic of interfaith and interethnic relations. In our legislative work, we, Russian MPs, are guided by traditional spiritual values. I know that these important issues are also permanently in the focus of your attention. That's a good foundation for exchanging legislative experience among us. Parliaments play a responsible role in maintaining dialogue with faiths and religious leaders. Russian legislators, together with religious institutions, strive to preserve traditional spiritual and moral values, protect the family, motherhood, and childhood. Thus, in Russia, this year has been proclaimed the Year of the Family. Russia has historically emerged and developed as a state civilization with a multinational and multi-confessional people. In my country, there are more than 200 nations and ethnicities, and people of different faiths, different confessions, different ethnicities, speaking different languages, live in peace and agreement and in harmony. The Muslim The Islam is an integral part of our country. We have more than 20 million Muslims in our country. The Muslim Ummah is an integral part of our society. It's making a huge contribution to maintaining peace and harmony, defending the fatherland, preserving cultural diversity, and strengthening the institution of family and educating youth. Here in Pakistan, I am especially pleased to feel the respect shown to women. It is nice to see female senators in this room. I know that the Constitution of Pakistan, whose half-century anniversary was celebrated last year, guaranteed the representation of women in parliament. And this is very important. This is great. The number of places for women is steadily growing. Today, they are significantly represented in both federal and provincial assemblies. It is important that a huge number of Pakistani women have broad access to education, politics, and social activities. Historically, as elsewhere, it was not easy. A striking example is the fate of the first female Prime Minister of Pakistan and the Muslim world, Benazir Bhutto. She wrote in her autobiography, Daughter of the East, published also in Russian, she wrote that politics was a difficult area of effort for a woman in any society. We always have to prove that we are not weaker than men, we have to work harder and longer and make a lot of sacrifices. I think it was true for women in different countries, but now we see the situation improve, and I'm very glad to see the same thing happening in Pakistan. We had a lot in common. Dear colleagues, Russia and Pakistan are federal states. Parliaments in both Russia and Pakistan are bicameral. I know that your chamber, the Senate, is also called the Federation Chamber. Once again, bearing in mind the federal structure of your state, our Federation Council is also called the Chamber of Regions. We pay significant attention to the development in the regions and foreign partners. We see a growing interest to expand cooperation with Pakistani regions. Very promising for us are very tight interregional connections. St. Petersburg and Sindh province. In 2017, there was an agreement signed for closer cooperation. I think that we parliamentarians should support this line and to continue developing ties between other regions. We will give any support that is needed, and I would like also to ask you for support in this regard. We have similar goals, joint tasks and plans in many ways, so there will be joint actions. I would like to thank the Senate, the National Assembly of Pakistan, all the senators, and I would like to address Mr. Gilani, His Excellency, the Speaker of the Senate. I'd like to thank you for contributing greatly in strengthening and developing of bilateral ties between our countries. These relations work on a mutually beneficial and mutually respectful footing. There is no minor or major partner. We respect sovereignty, traditions, and culture of Pakistan and history, and we feel the same coming from the Pakistani side. We fully count on further work to develop cooperation between Russia and Pakistan for the benefit of our countries and peoples. Our meeting started with the national anthem of Pakistan. The national anthem starts with words. starts with the following words. Blessed sacred land of Pakistan. I would wish every family and every person wealth, happiness, and health. बहुत शुक्रिया पाकिस्तान रूसी दोस्ती जिंदाबाद.
कि तू एक दफा रिलैक्स हो जाके ऐसा कुछ नहीं, ठीक है? अच्छा चलते हैं, बता.
इधर आया नहीं है ना?
नहीं बता, iOS ऐप इंस्टॉलर ये इसके अंदर गलत पड़ा है, ठीक है? ये उड़ा नहीं
है
और वो नहीं, तू जो चीज़ कह रहा है ना मुझे वो साबित कर.
मुझे उसकी
प्रोजेक्ट इनके अंदर नहीं है, और
डाटा
नहीं
में
है
दिखाएं ना, फिर किधर है?
डाटा के अंदर तुझे अनटाइटल इनकम मिल जाएगा.
खोल के चेक कर लेना किधर पड़ा है. इधर से ये इधर है, इसमें ये इस पे राइट क्लिक करें, इस पे राइट, रिवील इन फाइंडर, ये पड़ा
किस मूवीज के अंदर पड़ा.
बस इसको उड़ा दें इधर से. इन
दोनों मूवीज के अंदर पड़े. एक 31 GB का
Senator
नीचे वाले को उड़ाए ना.
Minister for Law and
अब बढ़ गया, ये
Justice,
सही कह रहा था, ये तो मूवीज के अंदर पड़ा है. जब तू साबित करेगा तो मान लूंगा, नहीं साबित करेगा तो मैं क्यों मानूंगा? इसको बुलाओ.
ये क्यों हुआ सर?
It will work now. अस्सलाम वालेकुम. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम.
दे सकते हैं लेकिन भाई गलती हो जाती है, खुद तुम 6 दफा सर्वर बंद कर देते हो. नो के हेडलाइन मार देते हो.
Distinguished members of the Russian delegation, dear colleagues from Federal Cabinet and Senate of Pakistan, Excellencies, Assalamu alaikum, very good evening. It is a profound honor for me to address this August meeting today, which is of great significance. We are privileged to host Madam Valentina to her esteemed delegation in the heart of Pakistan's democracy, the Senate of Pakistan. Madam Speaker, your presence in this House marks a historic moment in Pakistan-Russia relations. On behalf of Senate of Pakistan, I extend our deepest gratitude to you and your esteemed delegation for engagement and dialogue which reflect the spirit of friendship, respect, and mutual cooperation between our nations. This visit also marks a new chapter in inter-parliamentary relations between Pakistan and Russia. It is both timely and symbolic, as we have recently concluded the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the Senate of Pakistan and Federation Council of Russia. This MOU will serve as a cornerstone for deepening collaboration, facilitating delegation exchanges, joint consultations, and institutional learning between our legislative bodies. Excellencies, the relationship between Pakistan and Russia is rooted in mutual respect, shared interests, and a collective desire to contribute to regional stability and economic prosperity. Over the past 76 years, our two countries have worked together across various domains, strengthening economic cooperation, promoting cultural exchanges, and advancing regional connectivity. This visit is a significant opportunity for both our nations to build upon the progress we have achieved. It offers us the chance to explore new avenues of collaboration, not only in energy and trade, but also in education, cultural exchange, technology, and many others. We view the initiatives between us as pivotal elements in expanding our bilateral partnership. These projects not only serve to meet Pakistan's energy and infrastructure needs, but also enhance regional trade and foster integration across South and Central Asia. They reflect the growing convergence of our interest in creating sustainable and inclusive economic pathways for our people. Madam Speaker, the people and leadership of Pakistan believe firmly in peace, cooperation, and regional stability. We look forward to strengthening our partnership within multilateral forums like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which continues to provide a valuable platform for coordinated efforts on counterterrorism, trade, and sustainable development. With these shared aspirations in mind, I offer you our warmest wishes for the remainder of your visit to Pakistan. We are deeply honored to have hosted you, and we look forward to a future where our two countries continue to grow together in friendship and collaboration. Pak-Russia friendship Zindabad.
Now I request Senator Sayyid Ali Zafar, Parliamentary Party Leader of Tehreek-e-Insaf Opposition.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Speaker,
यार ये मैंने ऑफ कर दिया, ठीक है, ये चला गया था शायद।